So Weibo got, yet again, leaked from the factory, an early copy of the Evolution Leader Class Optimus Primal Optimal Optimus. And before we jump into that, I just want to mention also celebrating today, as of this recording, is Simon Furman's birthday, who's very important to Transformers from a writing standpoint and the creator of Primus. But I feel that we'll save discussing him in the future when it comes. We'll find another excuse to talk more about Simon Furman. I feel that sometimes one segment is not enough to discuss Simon Furman's contribution to Transformers, but I just want to point out it's his birthday today also.
Happy birthday, man.
As of this recording. Very cool guy. Met him multiple times at different conventions. Anyway, so getting back to this, one thing that's really cool about these photos that have surfaced about Optimal Optimus is that we got some really high quality photos of the Matrix accessory that comes with it. And the one thing that I really want to bring up about this Matrix accessory is that if you have a sharp eye, you'll notice that the Matrix itself, the core Matrix, which kind of makes the, quote, Titan Master or Prime Master in this case, is a completely different mold than that of the Matrix that's used with the Optimus Prime and the Rodimus. The Optimus Prime and the Rodimus both use the exact same mold, although painted in different colors, the Optimus being an orange, the Rodimus being a silver. But it's more or less the same mold, matching that of the original Matrix of Leadership, pretty much featured detail for detail in the '86 movie and moving forward with a lot of merchandise. I call it the coconut design because it kind of has these like halves that just kind of engulf it on the side. I have a statue of the Matrix of Leadership that could be held like a 1x1 scale one, kind of, not 1x1 scale, but maybe 1x4. That could be held, and
if it was 1x1, we'd be dead.
Yeah, it'd probably be the size of the size of a car.
I just thought about it. I was like, wait a minute, if they're holding it and their guns are huge, never mind.
So, but what's cool about this one, and I gotta really commend 100% the designers here from Hasbro and Takara. So they really were smart here. So if you look at, and I'm going to include really good photos here, if you look at Evolution Optimus Prime and Rodimus's Matrix and the handle, the thing that the core that holds it and holds the core and everything, it has a very specific mold to it. It has the little finger nubs on the side, 2 on each side in this case, and the core Matrix, which, and again, it's a mold that's shared between those two characters. Now you look at the Optimus Primal one. Go back and watch the episode Optimal Situation, episode 1 of season 3 of Beast Wars, when Optimus Primal removes the Matrix-shaped spark holder of Optimus Prime. This Matrix that comes with Optimus Primal here is 100% pattern after that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Details, the whole purpose of making it blue this time around, the Titan Master or the Prime Master in this case, is that to mimic that of a spark instead of that of a Matrix. And same thing, and this is where it gets even more incredible, is if you look carefully at the handle, it has the 2 little dots on each corner that the original CG model had all those years ago, more than almost like 19 years ago.
Yeah.
It has the little dots on the top. It has all the little small CG detailed from this little accessory, this little CG model that was on screen maybe 15 seconds in total, maybe 20 seconds in total in its entire lifespan of that series. All of those details are now molded into this little handle. And same thing, if you look at the Matrix coconut, if you will, the core, the Matrix itself is vastly a different mold than that came with Rodimus and Optimus, and it has those little details too that are unique only to this Optimus Prime spark holder that now was residing inside Optimus Primal when he became Optimal Optimus.
Right.
So this is a really cool thing, and I just wanted to point that out because it's really, really cool how
I think one of the main things that, like, I think we mentioned before was that this toy is definitely a celebration of Beast Wars in the sense of here's Optimus Primal, here's Optimal Optimus, and then Optimal Optimus can kind of do the in-between with the Transmetal Optimus where he's got the surfboard going. and all that kind of stuff. And then also it comes with this matrix. So it's like a definitely, for sure, this toy is definitely like one of those centerpieces. Like, this is our, happy 20 years to Beast Wars kind of thing.
Especially the fact that they could have easily taken the Matrix mold from Rodimus and Optimus, just repainted it and called it a day.
Yeah.
They could have easily gone that route, and in all honesty, no one would have complained. But the fact that they went out of their way, remolded a new Matrix handle, remolded the Matrix core itself, and made it all like literally match perfectly what is going on with the season 3 episode Optimal Situation here. That's like hats off, pure credit to Hasbro and Takara designers going that extra mile to give something the smallest detail that hardcore fans will appreciate and understand, and that's really cool, and that's why I wanted to talk about this.
I just call it straight effort.
It is. Well,
I mean, whenever I like something and I notice little tiny details, and I'm just like, that's effort, and that's why I love this kind of stuff. That's just amazing. Just looking at it and seeing the screenshot next to it. I wonder how sometimes the designers like, oh, they noticed, yo, they noticed. They're like pushing each other. Oh, they noticed.
Well, the fact that they went that extra effort, you know what I mean? It's hoping that a fan will notice and appreciate it. And we always criticize modern Transformers right now and how, there's less paint on the toys and less effort when it comes to engineering and stuff. But little things like this leak through all the negativity, and again, I give my hats off to them when it comes to something like this. This is incredible engineering. It looks great. This is going to be a very important figure for 2018 when it hits mass retail. A lot of people are going to be jumping on this. And again, if you're a Beast Wars fan, which, I mean, to be a fan of the best Transformer series of all time, no problem with that. But you're getting even, again, a small accessory from that series that is matching how it looks. I mean, that's incredible. It almost makes me wish that Takara Tomy did have their own versions of the paint, where they would have maybe painted, like really threw a lot of paint onto the Matrix to make it look 100% how it looks in the show. Like really paint around it and give that silver and then have the red.
But I thought what they would have done was, instead of going with the center as blue, just make it silver and then make the clear a clear blue.
Yeah, that's what I would have. Yeah, that's another way. Yeah,
you wouldn't even have to repaint it. You would just have to just
mold it in a clear blue. And then
the Matrix, the part that holds the Matrix, the circular part, remold that into a silver color.
Yeah, like the shell, holder, if you will.
Yeah, the shell.
That's one way that could have been done. But again, I'm just glad that the mold exists. I mean, that is amazing. Like, again, it's the fact that the two little dots on each corner of the handles.
Well, looking at it, it's like you got the two dots. So the two dots in the four corners, and above and below. Well, above.
Yeah. The Titan Master gimmick kind of prevents it from having it below.
And then also how the molding of the rectangles and the squares on it kind of line up as well with the CG model.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. Like, even the way that they did the line, like if you look just as the handle starts from the two dots going towards the center,
exactly.
You have a straight line, and then the second line is a little bit off, and then the other line is then it continues as it follows, and they copied that directly from the CG model. Like, that's nuts. That's just nuts.
And the same thing goes for the handle too, where they have like the two spaces.
Yeah,
where the handle is.
It's nuts. It's something that, and we're going to be holding this in our hand, and again, it's a Titan Master, so it's going to be like barely an inch in your hand.
This one's a leader class.
But it's still going to be the same size, more or less.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's still going to be tiny. So, to me, it's like this is going to be such a tiny thing, but yet the amount of detail that has gone into it is going to be incredible for a small accessory. And this is going to be. That's why I wanted to bring attention to this, because I haven't really seen anyone talking about this really. So I really want to bring this to light with people and let them know.